A new physics-based simulation football game is going to be coming out very soon, and we just got a bunch of information about it yesterday as they dropped their first trailer. I know we cover Madden a lot here on the channel, but a lot of people in the football gaming community like to see the other games that are in development outside of Madden because people want different options to play, and over the years we've seen a few indie games come and go that haven't really been that bad. Maximum Football 2023 is the latest game that we can expect outside of Madden, and you may remember the old Maximum Football that I covered about 3 years ago on the channel, and I don't want you to kind of get it confused with that game because that game was in production from another company. They only had about 3 people working on it, and they had very limited money. It was an indie game, and while this is also an indie game, they've completely rebuilt this from the ground up from what they showed in their trailer. All new animations, all new player models. It's on the Unreal Engine 5 as well, which is something to be really excited about, but keep in mind it is an indie game. It's not going to look like Madden. It's not going to play like Madden. It's not going to look as good or have maybe as many animations. It's not going to be like an old 2K game. It is an indie game, meaning you have to kind of limit your expectations. But compared to the old Maximum Football, this looks like a completely new game, and it looks way better than what we had a few years ago because it's under new development, and it looks like they have more people and more money to put into it. Now we're going to watch a complete breakdown from the developer with the trailer that they dropped, but I want to just give you a little bit of information before we do that. There are 3 pillars for this game that they say are the most important are gameplay, realism, and customization. They want the game to feel as real as possible. It's going to be a physics-based game. They have brought in college athletes and some pro athletes to do motion capture. They've added a bunch of animations to the game. They've rebuilt everything from the ground up. So all the old animations and the player models and the stadiums, all of that they did away with, and they have completely redone everything. And when you look at the footage, I mean, for an indie game, this doesn't look that bad. Again, it's not going to be like Madden. It's not going to be that level of a game. It's not $1 billion company, but they have focused on realism. And for people that don't like the way Madden plays, hey, maybe some people might actually like how this plays better. We don't know yet because it's still in pre-alpha, which means it still has a ways to go before it's released. There's still a lot of things that can improve and a lot of things that can be added, but from the stuff that they've shown, it doesn't look that bad. Now, they also said that the customization is going to be key in this game, customizing teams, players, and even plays. But one of the best parts about this is simply that the game is on the Unreal Engine, something that a lot of people wish EA would do with Madden. The possibilities on the Unreal Engine are just endless for how good this game can eventually look and how good it can eventually play if it gets the support and backing and is able to keep putting more money into it and is able to grow year over year. It's also an NFL and college style game, so you can play NFL or college, which is pretty cool. And the college version even has a dynasty mode that looks pretty in-depth. It has scouting, it has recruiting battles, it has coaches with skill trees, it has budget management, which includes the managing of updating facilities and stadiums. I mean, it actually sounds and looks pretty decent for an indie game. Again, I want you to keep this in mind. It is an indie game, but let's check out the full trailer breakdown from the developer, and let me know what you think below in the comments. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.
What's going on, guys? My name is Micah. I'm the development director here at Modus Games. I'm here today to bring you on a behind-the-scenes look at Maximum Football 2023. For those of you who don't know, Maximum Football is an American football-style simulation video game that we are building from the ground up in the Unreal Engine. There's a lot that I want to show you. There's a ton that we've been working on. But before I get into it, I want to talk about the 3 core pillars that we have been focused on more than anything else while building this game. Number 1, which is by far our most important pillar, is gameplay. We are focused on gameplay more than anything else. After that comes realism, the visual fidelity of the game, making sure that the game looks beautiful. And then the 3rd pillar is customization, making sure that you can customize your team, your players, and your plays, and then share them with whoever you want to share it with. Those are our core 3 pillars of the game, but there's still so much more I want to talk about. There's so much more to show you. I hope you're excited. Please join me. Let's go check the rest of this game out. Let's talk about realism. Maximum Football is a simulation football game, which means that authenticity and realism are incredibly important. This is one of the main reasons why we opted to use the Unreal Engine, to hit that level of visual fidelity that we were shooting for. On top of that, we got rid of all of the old animations from the previous Maximum Football titles. We brought in professional and college football players to record over 1,000 brand new, authentic animations. We got rid of all the old stadiums, all the old character models. Every single asset that was in the old game has been replaced by brand new assets that are much more realistic looking. We are literally building Maximum Football 2023 from the ground up. Realistic gameplay is our primary focus. It's our number one pillar that we focus on more than anything else while building this game. That means the player mechanics for the individual positions. That also means the movement. Make sure that the locomotion feels real, that it feels smooth, that it feels like you're controlling an actual football player. The running back needs to be quick and springy. The controls need to be very reactive. He needs to make quick cuts. He needs to be fast, quick acceleration, slow down, change directions quickly. It needs to look really good when it happens, realistic. His foot planting needs to be correct. It needs to look like he's planting that foot into the ground. Offensive linemen need to behave like offensive linemen. They should be a unit that tries to form a pocket on passing plays to protect the quarterback. I don't think you can really talk about gameplay in a football game if you're not going to talk about physics, which is why I am pleased to announce that Maximum Football 2023 is a physics-based football game. All of the hits, all of the collisions, all of the tackles will be physics-based. Bodies will be flying, they'll be bouncing off of each other. It's not going to be a million pre-made animations where you just hit a tackle and then the player triggers an animation that goes to the ground. All of the bodies will collide with momentum, with velocity. It's going to be real. Let's talk about customization. We're going to give you all the tools that you need to build your team from head to toe. You're going to be able to design your own logo from scratch, pick your team name, pick your team colors. You're going to be able to assign specific gear to individual players. You're going to be able to take all of your customization options, share with all of your friends, with all of your family, and if you want to, share it with your enemies too. Maximum Football is both a college football game and a pro football game. Both modes are available for you to play at any time. For college, we have a dynasty mode that has recruiting battles, scouting, scholarships that you can offer players. You can progress your players' attributes with XP that you gain from playing games. Coaches have skill trees that affect how the players perform, how interested scoutable players are in that college, and who gets recruited. And with proper budget management, even the stadium and the facilities can be upgraded. All of these things come together to create the dynasty mode. We appreciate you stopping by today. We hope you have enjoyed this brief little behind the scenes look at Maximum Football 2023. We would love to hear your feedback on everything. Please follow us on social media. You can join our Discord server and give us feedback directly. We're going to be releasing a lot of new content over the next couple months, so please join, follow along. We hope you've enjoyed all this. That's it for today. My name is Micah. I'll see you next time.
Hey, if you didn't know, there's a new NCAA football game coming out very soon as well. If you want to know about that, check out this video right here on the screen.